Hi team, I wanted to talk to you about how to manage leads in our database system. So without further ado, let's talk about this. When you log in each day by going to the TexasHomesAndLandTeam.com site and logging in as an admin, you'll see the leads that are waiting for you each day here in the center of the screen. You notice that there's a lot of other things that we can do out here. I have a lot more buttons since we're trying to manage this application, so don't worry about that too much. But you'll be able to see your new leads here. So let's talk about what to do with a client that comes in. They may also be sitting here even if you entered them yourself, so it doesn't really matter. You'll have the name of the person here. You'll have any messages that are waiting for you from other prospective clients, and then down here in your area you'll see reminders, and this is a system generated reminder area. You can create your own reminders, but you can only see them when you're logged in here, so you may or may not want to be using that area. It's great to use, but don't feel like you have to. Alright, so let's take somebody. You get a new client. We'll come down here and take Brandy for example. I'm going to click on Brandy's name. She's a brand new registrant, whether she came in, doesn't matter where she came in from. Alright, and we see that Brandy is looking for a $162,000 house in Liberty Hill. This kind of takes the average of the homes and where she's looking at a quick snapshot in time. They may actually look into other areas, but this is where, when the system captured her, what she was looking at. Great information, though. You kind of know where she is. Here also is the listing alert information. She has saved an alert, which is a home search, and viewed 3 different homes, but hasn't saved any. But at least she has a home search saved. When I get a person like this, I scroll down a little bit and see what other contact information I've been given. I can see her name, and I can also see that her email address is very similar. You know, sometimes you're going to know this is a fake person if their email address is way off the wall. I was hoping we'd get a phone number, but no such luck this time. And so we'll just have to wait to see if she responds to emails through the system. Alright, but sometimes you will get that. I encourage you guys to call them as quickly as possible. You never know just what their motivation is until you ask them. Alright, some more information. I see where they came in from search engine optimization, which means I pushed out websites toward her, and we captured her. Still looking in Liberty Hill. Sometimes we'll know where they're moving from, and that's great information as well, as you can imagine. She has said that she does not have an agent, she does not have a mortgage lender, and she hasn't requested pre-approval. Those are defaults, so I don't get too excited about that necessarily. She still could be working with a different agent, or even if she did say, yes, I have an agent, that may or may not be true, actually. Let's see. Occasionally you'll see buyer requests in here, but this field doesn't get used very much except for some lead provider companies, so I haven't found anything in most of these clients there yet. Market Insider I will come back to, but I'll continue to scroll down. If I've transferred this lead, or if another person from the team has transferred a lead, you may see comments in this field about what has gone on already. If they've requested a mortgage pre-approval, our lender will also be able to make comments in this field. You can see what has gone on there. Also, if the system has called this client, if they were to provide a phone number, the call center will try to call them within about 15 or 20 minutes of registering. And so if they were able to call out, you will see information about the client there as well. Continuing down in the email fields, you can see the emails that were sent out to the contact and any emails from the contact to you or to maybe somebody else in their world. I often see them send an email to a spouse that says, "Honey, we really need to check out this property. What do you think?" So that's kind of nice. At least you see some interest from them. However, it's not uncommon to see this blank for a while until they're ready to interact with you. Any reminders? Again, these reminders will appear on your front page, and you can see that the system will set up these reminder alerts, and so there will be quite a few of them out here generated by the system. So don't feel like you're getting overwhelmed when you get a lot of reminders on the front page. Campaigns are email campaigns that you may have this person in. I have not added this person to a campaign yet, and we'll talk about that soon. And also, I haven't put her in a group. We'll discuss groups, but basically you can divide your whole database into 25 different categories or groups. And these groups are allowed to overlap. So you can have one person in all 25 categories, or you can have them in none. So it's just up to you how you want to divide them, because you may have somebody that's a friend, but also in my I have them in my church group, and I also have them in an investment category. So they've not only bought investment homes, they're in my church group, but they're also a personal friend. So you might market to each group a little bit differently, and that's why you have the option to divide them up. Okay, so once I check all of this out, and again, when I do get a client, I actually put them in an all contacts field, and that is so if I ever want to send a single email to everybody in my database, I'll just send it to the all contacts field. So we'll discuss groups again at another point. All right, so I see that she has a listing alert, but if Brandy didn't have one, most of the time, if I get this lead first, I'm going to create a listing search. And there's one out here, and so I can see that she has looked in Leander and Liberty Hill. Again, I mentioned she can be looking in different areas. They can be looking in different cities, obviously. And it'll record that here. The good thing about her having an alert is that she will be notified when any home with 3 or more bedrooms are found. And let's see, she's going to be finding homes sent to her on a daily basis. If she did not have a listing alert, I will go over here to More Actions on the upper right and add a new listing alert. And I can see that even though maybe she didn't save one, but she viewed listings in Leander and Liberty Hill. So I can say, well, I want to make sure she's continuing to get these. And the listing alert, might say Liberty Hill homes from Marty. And the reason I say that is because she's going to get an email, on a certain basis, and that will be in the subject line every time. And I want to have my name as her agent in front of them as much as possible, so that they know I'm doing my job, supposedly. And this is the system sending them homes, but you created it. If they didn't save a search, I will change their frequency to bi-weekly or weekly, so that I don't overwhelm them with a daily email. We don't want to just knock them over with this. And then next, you need to tell the system what area, city, neighborhood, zip code that you want homes searched for. And Liberty Hill is one of them. We'll select that. And she also looked in Leander, right? Leander was the second choice. Okay. If you know also what type of property, for the most part, people are going to be looking for single-family homes. But if they also want larger lots, even though you select single-family, you could also select land, lot, acreage, or farm and ranch. And then you should, I will also include resale, foreclosures, and short sales. I don't include leases or auctions. We will, we do handle people who want to rent, but she wasn't looking for rentals. So And then the price range, since her average was about 162, I could look up homes that were like say 140,000 to 175. 3 bedrooms or more, and we'll pick an average square feet. Say it's 1,600 square feet. I didn't see if she picked any particular lot sizes, but if we know that they want, almost an acre or more, we can select those options as well. But I'm going to leave them unchecked for now. Now she already saved the search, so I'm going to cancel it. But once I get what I want in here, and I'm being very vague in the search, so it pulls up as many homes as possible. But I could check if she wants a swimming pool, if she needs a home with a view, or the master on the main floor. Those types of things I usually will add. If somebody tells me they need a particular school district, you could select Leander ISD schools or whatever that one may be. Alright, when I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and add an alert. But again, hers is already ready. Another thing you might do is look and see that maybe what these homes were about. Let's click on one of them, and any second now we will see. Okay, so it pulls up the MLS photos of the home, and yeah, here's what I was wondering about, because I didn't go look ahead of time, but the lot size for this house is 2.5 acres here. They don't say acres, but that's what that is talking about, is a 2.5 acreage home. And this is one of the ones in Liberty Hill. So that's what I wanted to find out. I'm going to close this one, maybe look at the Leander home. And this one again, even though it is Leander, look at the lot size here. It's 5.15 acres. So she probably came to me on a search that was looking for acreage homes, like one or more. So let's just be safe and check the last one here and see lot size 1.62. So in her search, when I created the listing alert, I would have also made sure, and let's edit the one that she's got. I would have made sure that, see, her lot size is 1 acre or more. 1 acre to no max. And she doesn't even have a price range in here, but again, her home prices ended at, where's she at here? 175 was the highest price that she looked at. So just so that she doesn't get everything under the sun, because with no minimum or maximum price, she's going to get so much. Let's close it off at 200,000, and minimum. I'll leave the minimum alone, because getting a 1 acre home site with 1,200 square feet, she's going to come into a certain price range. And there it is. And so again, she saved her listing alert, but I'm also going to come out here and say acreage homes acreage homes. And again, when I don't know who this client's going to go to, I'll just say acreage homes from Texas Homes and Land Team, instead of putting my name out there. But you as the agent, please feel free to brand yourself out there. And I'm going to say update this alert. Alright, the last thing I'm going to recommend, or two more things I'm going to recommend. We know the areas that she's looking around. Make a note of the zip code and come back over here to the summary page. And I want you to scroll down, and under, so as you get down below this information, here's the details about where they came in on. There's a tab called Market Insider, and they may be closed like this. But you can do show all, and I want you to get into the Market Insider field. This will send these clients market statistics and sold home information for the zip code that they're looking in. And I picked the Leander one here as opposed to Liberty Hill, but you can pick either one. It's not crucial. She obviously doesn't care if she lives in either one, so I picked the Leander zip code, and I'm going to hit save. And what happens is once a month when the new statistics come out on the website, then she will receive a report with what the latest market sales data is, what homes have been sold. So it's a very solid piece of information that she's going to get once a month. That's not like canned. It's not canned marketing that's over the top. It's a very frequently opened piece of information that comes from the system, and you don't have to think about it. She'll get that once a month, and of course you saw with her listing alert up here, she's actually going to get homes every day. So your face will be in front of her very often as homes match her search. Lastly, please remember to come over here and change the status of your lead that comes in. The system is counting the amount of time it takes you to work with a lead. So if you will, come over here, click the down arrow for this status, and pick something other than lead. Retry, active, inactive. With all of the top items, they will continue to get messages and emails from you. If they ask you to please stop sending them information or take them off the list, or if you see that their email is obviously fake, the name is fake, we'll try not to push those to you. But if it's obviously not a working client, put it in trash. The system then will not send them any more automated emails. But that lets us do searches to see how many bad leads are we getting. So please, if they're just not going to be working out, put them in trash, or if they request it. Otherwise, change this person's status to something like active or inactive. You know, I'll have people that I change to hot status if I know that they really do want to buy right away. But for the most part, most of my clients have always resided just in active. So that's one way to help keep your database clean. That also pulls it off of the front page and moves that new contact over here into your contacts field, and you can find them by searching your all contacts if you want to see them. So that is how I move a client through the system. And once I'm done with this person, they're going to be on daily notifications for houses, and then they're going to get a monthly email from us about the market. So I can go back to my dashboard, and Brandy will be missing now. And I can go on to the next person, and hopefully you're keeping this very clean. And again, make sure you come out there, and because I can see these folks sitting out here like the ones for Michelle, Greg Manning. I have a couple more to move. So please go out there and change the status of your leads to something other than lead. Okay, another great feature of this website that you can look at real quickly is when you log in here, you can see recent contacts online down here in the right hand side of the screen. The reason I like this feature is because it'll give you a quick look at who are the possible people that I should be contacting. So if you'll click on the top heading for that, recent contacts online, it performs a search within the last 2 or 3 days. You can see it already popped up from December 3rd to December 5th, and today is the 5th. And it will start listing everybody that has been on the website looking at homes in the last couple of days. And you might see, for instance, this client, you'll see what his price range was, how many homes he's viewed, a phone number if they have it, where they came from. It could be that somebody entered them, or from our website activities, when they were first created and when their last activity was. So this person came on at 5:11 this afternoon on the 5th, and it's now 5:45. So that's excellent information. This person searches. He's been on the site almost 6 months, searching for homes. So that's somebody that you want to reach out to on a periodic basis and just tell him, hey Jack, how is your home search going? Are you seeing the kind of homes that you'd like to find? Is there anything that you'd like to get into and see? I'm here to help you, and just let me know how I can best assist you in your real estate search. I often did that, and they may just ignore you until they're finally ready to go out and see something, and all of a sudden you'll get an email from someone saying, "Hey, we're about ready now to go look." So I encourage you to go out there. If you want to find this on your own, you can come out to your contacts and go to all contacts, and you can see it defaults to whatever the last search was. So if you'd like to just find everybody, you can take the dates out by highlighting them and deleting it. And then I can either find somebody by their name, first name, last name. I can find somebody by their status, whether they're still a lead, they're active, trash, a hot client. So you can see there's a drop-down list that you can pick from. Buyers, sellers, what type of a client are they? Or if you divide them up into groups, and again, you're allowed to create 25 different groups of your own. They'll be blank for now. But if you don't click any categories, everybody will show up. And again, then you can come out here on your own and see who all has been online recently and go through, the entire list of clients that are in your database. So I've always liked this. I would often print call sheets. I would see who has been on the latest, scroll down with my mouse and do a print screen, or just work from here. And I would take Jack and call this number and see if I get him on the phone. Then take Crystal, call her number, get her on the phone. Joe, no phone number, I might send him an email. Barbara, call her 2 phone numbers, try that. Susan. So I would just try to find 10, 20 people that I needed to contact that day, and if there's no phone number, I gave them a phone call. I gave them an email, so I sent them an email if there's no phone number. So that's how I look for clients and see who I should be working with out there. Next time we're going to talk about creating marketing. I don't want this to get too long, but we'll create a marketing plan and show you how you can do automated drip campaigns, send e-cards, things like that. Call me with any questions. I will step you through more of this, but I wanted to create a little video to show you what I do when a client comes into my area of the database for you guys to help manage this thing. Thanks so much, guys, and I look forward to working with you all very soon.